My name is Janiski Holland.
All right. And next, I would like to introduce, by popular demand, our sports writer, Jerry Rowe, with Jerry's Sports Report. All right. So, we're going to start off with something just a little bit different here. We're going to start off with Jeremiah 29:11. And this is a new international version. For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we can progress by going by that verse that God has given us. So a lot of times people don't realize just what they can do, but He has plans for us. And if we follow His plans, everything is going to be fine. Jerry, would you like to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, good morning, radio audience. I agree wholeheartedly. This is the Lord's Day, and it goes right in with my theme is you got to step out on faith and believe.
Right. Right.
I believe that wholeheartedly. God has plans for us, and it's up to us to take this first step when He opens up the door, and He do the rest. We have to be able to be disciplined in following Him, but in the final analysis, God is in charge, and it's His glory.
And the men and women that we are working with, our team, they always give back. And that's another thing. You want to help each other. You want to bless each other and bless the people in the community. Do you have something to say with that, Brenda?
Yes, I do. I would just like to say, in hearing that from Jeremiah 29:11 about the plan, we all should have plans and goals.
You're right.
That's part of life, planning your life, having goals, starting out fresh. And with this magazine that we're talking about putting out, You Have to Know magazine, I'm just so excited about it. I'm excited to be here and to just elaborate on this and to share this with these people out here in Radio Land. I think that you always should have a plan.
That's right.
You have to have a plan to live in life. Set up something that's going to work for you. Always think about God first. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else shall follow. So always have a plan and a goal for your life.
Yaneski, would you like to elaborate a little bit on it?
My God, yes. I remember I always say to myself every morning when I get up, we plan and God dispose. Let me tell
That's
you
right.
why. Because when I met you, I never expected to have the opportunity to work on this gigantic project. And when you talk about it, I was like, oh my God, now I know why God brought me 2 hours away to Louisville to meet this great woman and make me work with her.
That's
and
wonderful.
we have
That's
gone
wonderful.
such
Praise
a long
God.
way. We have worked so hard. And look at us today. We're talking on radio.
Right,
And I'm so happy for
Oh,
it.
we have to give ourselves a big
Yeah.
hand.
Right.
Amen.
Well, we're gonna, it's very, I'm very excited about our sports writer. And I'm excited about the men and women that give their time. They work so hard,
That's right. That's right.
to make something for themselves. And our sports writer is really putting it out there. And what I would like to do, I would like to see what you've got on your mind today, Jerry.
Well, welcome to You Have to Know Entertainment Magazine show. My topic today is Jerry's Sports Report. I give it every Sunday at 5 p.m. on WBNA Channel 21.
All right.
The sports is important part in our life because we can win or lose and not lose a thing, really.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it gives us something to follow without really investing in too much of unless we want to.
That's right.
All right, but this week it's been in the news that the NCAA, the college football position that rules and controls college sports in general. Okay, they had a change of heart. There's been in the wind for the last 5 to 6 weeks about the state of California declaring a rule that it takes place in 2023 that athletes who are in college have a chance now to get paid for their name,
That's right.
for their likeness, and their images.
Yes.
And they deserve that.
Yes,
And they deserve that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
To example, in the last year, University of Kentucky made $26 million
Wow.
on
my
athletes, programs, football, basketball, the major revenue sports, and they only paid out $15 million for room, board, and tuition to all their athletes.
All right, hello.
You see what I'm saying? So they made $10 million. And
Right.
the University of Louisville did the same. They made $25 million, and they paid out about $15 million. So for the
right.
room, board, and
Wow.
so the NCAA was put in a position where they had to make a position.
Had to do something.
Yes.
All right.
And so they put out a thing this past week on Tuesday saying that they agree to be able to look in it with a positive position this fall when they have their major meeting to work out a system. Now they didn't come up with any solutions yet, but it lets you know that they're worried about this new position because all the major states that's about in the country are now looking into it and passing rules
All right,
to be able to
all
these
right,
players
all right.
can get paid.
All right.
I mean, even the superstars, like the player for Louisville, Jarvin Nauer, and the guys down in Kentucky, they can get paid.
Okay.
But so the NCAA, okay, they looking at it from a position where in 1984, they took it to the Supreme Court. They had the monopoly on college football television revenue and what television shows on the NCAA could be showed. And the colleges sued the NCAA, and they won. The Supreme Court gave them the victory. Now you have the ACC network just started. And then even before that, you had the SEC network and the Pac-10 network and the Big Ten network. And this revenue goes to the universities. Okay, now the NCAA, they are the judge, jury, and the hangman in the sense like they put all this stuff down on Louisville when they patted North Carolina on the hand because of their big name, and in 2018 it came down on Louisville and took our 2013 title. So it's an uneven playing field for the big boys and the people that may have not the bigger name.
All right.
So this is going on. So I know I'm taking a lot of your time, and it covers a lot of positions, but the NCAA gonna have to come up with a deal where that a player, even superstars, for instance, when they pass this deal later on, superstars, quite naturally, the ones that's in the news and the stars, they're going to get paid. They can advertise BMW, they can advertise for Humana, and they can get paid. But what about the little guys?
Yeah.
The girl on the field hockey team.
And they work hard.
Yeah, they work hard. And that's not a income revenue sport. Or either the tennis team, that's not a income revenue sport. But they're going to have to come up with an equal way for these people to get paid. And it's in the wind, and the NCAA knows it, and they are going to have to come up with a deal.
Right.
Now, some guy, big name guy, he's a sports reporter, and I done a good job, Jay Billis. He graduated from Duke, but he said that the NCAA ain't done nothing. They just put out, well, I beg to differ with you, Mr. Billis. The thing is, they made a statement to say, they made a statement saying that we're going to do something. So it's out there. It's already on record. They got to do something. All right, this is Jerry Sports Report. I'll give you one more little tip here. The mid-major teams, like the AAC, Cincinnati, Memphis, SMU, other mid-major teams like Boise State, they are putting up some points. 3 teams scored almost over 45 points this week, and their own opponents scored in the 40s. So, I mean, they can score some points. The thing is, can they play defense?
All right, Mr. Jerry.
All right.
Can they play defense? So when they run up against the big boys, they're going to have to play some defense.
Right.
All right. And also, too, Louisville and Kentucky was off this week, but Louisville has one game to win to get into the bowl.
All right.
And got 4 games to get that. And I'm looking for more. So this is Jerry's Sports Report signing off. Stay tuned. Check me next week. And also check Channel 21 today at 5 p.m. for You Have to Know Entertainment Magazine show,
All
including
right,
my
all
show.
right.
God bless and have a great day.
Oh, boy.
I want to add, Louisville's own D'Angelo Russell, he got hurt. So we want to, send a prayer out for him.
Yes, we do.
Exactly.
Yeah, we do.
Exactly. And it was just his ankle, so they didn't say it was too severe.
Yeah.
And to make another thing, the Golden State Warriors, they look like they've got a curse on them.
Oh, Jerry.
I
ain't
mean,
gonna
really.
put it out there.
Curry just went down.
Jerry.
Curry just
Let's
went
keep
down.
it moving, Jerry.
Thompson just went down. They lost Kevin Durant. I mean, they're in trouble.
Yes, they
are. God bless
We're
them. Help
going to
them.
put them on our prayer list.
Yes, we will.
Well, not only was Mr. Jerry talking to us about good sports, but I want you all to know that Mr. Jerry is sitting over and he's sharp as a tack. And I just want to say that for Mr. Jerry. And also, we thank him so much for all those words of wisdom and all that about the sports.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
Now we're going to hear from a writer and graphics artist, Yanansky. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I know it's a little bit chilly out there, so I'm going to warm up the day today for everyone. So this is a segment I will express my opinion over our city concerns and recent important events. And now, I have a question for us all. Have we lost the meaning of Thanksgiving? People tell me. Have we? Thanksgiving is a day that's almost here. And yet it seems I can count just with one hand the reference made to this national holiday at only a few days of happening.
Right.
And it results amusing to me listening almost everyone out there getting so desperate to start decorating and celebrating Christmas already. Like we don't care anymore about the most important date of the year.
And being thankful.
Yes.
That's right.
That
That's
we
right.
need to give thanks to our Lord for His blessings.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's right. So yes, Thanksgiving meaning is lost to many because our priorities are not right. Instead of focusing on God, we focus on ourselves, relegating God at a minor role in our life, refusing to acknowledge His blessings.
That's right.
This has contributed so much to many of our troubles today. The Bible is very direct about the tragic results in the life of those who refuse to thank God.
Miriam, do you think that people are just getting in the society today that everything just going so fast? Everything has changed so much.
Yes, I wanted to get right there to that point because the Bible says, although they knew God, they did not glorify Him as God.
That's right.
Nor were thankful, but because futile in their thoughts and their foolish hearts were darkened. And that's Romans 1:21.
Well,
We can
you know-
read that in sure.
Well, I was just thinking, God gave us such a beautiful world to live in. And look outside today, how beautiful it is.
Just for having a beautiful day, waking up every day, being healthy, have our income, have a family, have our home, a warm meal on our table.
Yes.
When we are genuinely thankful, it humbles us and helps us recognize that we truly are undeserving of all the good things we have.
That's right. And I believe, that it's our responsibility to make the world a better place.
Exactly.
We inherited a lot of animosity and confusion, but we have to work more towards making things right, and God has, He has given us
So much.
everything
He
that
gave
we
us
need.
His Son on sacrifice.
That's
for us,
right.
To
And-
cleanse our sins.
Yes.
That's right.
So, but when such humility is replaced by pride, it produces the dangerous attitude of ingratitude and an attitude of unselfishness.